Hello, my name is Dominic. I'm a beer sommelier, and it's my pleasure to welcome you for the live tasting of the Brewers Advent Calendar on this December 17th here in Salzburg today. Of course, I'm not alone. We have Claudio up here. Claudio will be in the cloud to answer all your questions. And now, the most important part, our star, the beer. So I go to the fridge. Number 17. This is kind of tricky part. But here we go. Tonight's beer is the Turbo Prop, an Imperial Pils of Propeller beer from Germany. And we will talk about this beer, we will taste this beer with our guest. And now I suggest we will look outside to get our guest. Hello, please come in. Hi Jens.
Hi, Dominic.
Take a seat.
Yeah, thanks. Nice to be here.
Nice to meet you again.
Yeah, cool. So, what's on the program today?
What's on the program today? It's the 17th of December, and we will taste tonight's beer. It's the Turbo Prop Imperial Pils from Propeller Beer.
Perfect.
And I suggest we will pour the beer first, because I think our viewers might be thirsty. And then
hopefully
we will check out the beer, talk a little bit about the brewery, and hopefully get some questions from Claudio, from the cloud.
Yes.
And get some answers for these questions.
Cool. So, hello everybody. My name is Jens, and I don't know why I'm here, but we have beer here, and we will taste it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I think we all know why you are here. You're not from the brewery, but you're a professional and specialist for all questions beer. Maybe you can tell us a little bit.
There was a bell.
There was a bell ringing. Claudio, what's up?
I need some beer as well.
Where is the beer?
Yeah, you need a heavenly beer. You have forgotten to bring a beer to heaven.
Cloud number 9, here comes your beer.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Claudio, you have to pour your beer. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Claudio.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Claudio.
Cheers.
It's a nice smell of hops there. It's Imperial Pilsner, and yeah, it's perfect Imperial Pilsner in the nose.
Absolutely. Wow. What do you say about this beer?
Yeah, it's low in carbonation, so it's not so effervescent, but it's okay for this beer style. You can feel the 6.5 ABV, so it's really warm at the palate.
Absolutely.
And full-bodied. And yeah, there is a nice balanced bitterness in the aftertaste. Not too much, but yeah, it's an Imperial Pilsner, so there has to be some hops there inside, and also the Citra hops from the dry hopping.
Yeah, you get that very good in the nose. And as you said, it's an Imperial Pilsner, so there's more of everything. More hops, more alcohol, more flavor. It's also a very nice color.
Yeah, it's a nice color. Also the can with the green color, and especially in Europe, the green color is learned that green is always Pils.
Yes.
When you look for the famous Pils brands like Troma Pils, or let's make it even bigger, for example, also Beck's,
Yeah.
all green bottles and green. The customer have learned green is Pils, and we have here really lots of green.
Yeah.
Hops
Different
is green.
variations of the color green. Very, very nice.
Very nice.
Claudio, you're still there?
Yes, I am.
Do you like the beer too?
It's fantastic. I really love it.
Also, the foam stability is perfect. That's always a little struggle for a brewery, especially when the ABV level is a little bit higher. The foam stability is a little bit lower, but because of the higher hop quantity, you have a better foam stability, and that's also perfect for a Pilsner beer. It's filtered. So no yeast is mentioned on the label. It's an unfiltered beer. It's also typical for the Pils style.
Yeah.
So everything is perfect.
I also think it's a very good beer, a great beer. It's a Propeller beer. Propeller beer is the craft brewery of the Bosch brewery from Germany in Westphalia, in northern west Germany. The Propeller brewery was founded in 2011, I think.
Yeah.
10 years ago. And Hans-Chrisitan Bosch runs the brewery in the 11th generation, I think. And we also got a little video, a little film. Unfortunately, it's only in German, but maybe you take it as a chance to learn some German words, and the pictures speak for himself. Enjoy.
Wir arbeiten hier handwerklich, insbesondere arbeiten wir hier mit althergebrachten Produktionsverfahren. Jedes Bier startet hier in der Brauerei mit seinem ganz individuellen Brauverfahren. Wir haben Infusionsverfahren, wir haben Dekoktionsverfahren. Für uns ist es eine Philosophiefrage, wie wir mit diesem Produkt umgehen. Es ist ein Spiel mit den Rohstoffen, mit den Elementen. Bier ist eines der besten Getränke, was wir auf der Welt haben. Und nirgends wird Bier so gut hergestellt wie hier in Deutschland und in kleinen Brauereien. Also ich würde mir eigentlich mal wünschen, dass der Biertrinker, wenn er sich einfach eine Flasche Bier aufmacht, dass er weiß, was steckt eigentlich dahinter? Was ist die Philosophie eines Brauers? Wie viel Zeit investiert er? Wie geht er mit seinem Produkt um? Wir sind also ein sehr bodenständiges, gefestigtes Unternehmen, ein kleines Mittelstandsunternehmen, aber mit vielen Innovationen. Ich denke, das ist ein ganz
traditional way of work and also high technique, the filling systems. So
Absolutely.
That's a perfect combination.
It's a perfect combination of technology and craft and craft work.
Yeah, and we have seen in the film the label of the Bosch brewery, which you have mentioned, and the brewery was founded in 1705, and that's interesting because that's the time of the Baroque.
Oh, yeah.
And if you look into a church which is built in this time, Baroque, it's the time of Antonio Vivaldi and really impressive music. And this Baroque church is always, for me, it's a little bit always too much, too overwhelming. And that's also a good description for Imperial beer style, because Imperial always means that the beer style behind is even more than the base beer style. So it's a Pils beer, it is, but it's a little bit too much for a normal Pils beer. So it's a Baroque style Pils beer, if you want to say.
You could say that. That's good. Claudio, you got some question?
Yes, there is actually two questions. Number one, is there a suggestion for food pairing? This is the first one. And the second one is the advent calendar, the first opportunity that you can taste that beer.
For us,
Yes, for you.
for me, for me, it was the first contact.
Yes, it was also the first contact with the turbo prop for me. I have tasted and tried other propeller beers before, but the Imperial Pils was the first time.
Yeah, it was the first contact, and it's a good idea to look for some food pairing suggestions. We are here in Salzburg, and in Salzburg there is one really special thing. We call it Bosner. I don't know if you know what a Bosner is, but put it into Google and look at the pictures. A Bosner is, to make it easy, it's a bread with a sausage in it and some onions.
But it's not a classic hot dog.
No, it's not a hot dog. It's more spicy, little curry on it and mustard, and it's hot a little bit. And I think this spiciness is a good combination with this bitterness here, also with the citrusy flavor.
Yeah.
Could be a good combination.
Now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. Are there some Bosners here in the Calais area?
Anywhere?
For the next time, you have this special food here from Salzburg. We don't only have the Mozartkugeln, we also have Bosner.
Yeah, that's right. If you have suggestions for food pairing, please put it into the chat. We'd love to hear and read about your ideas. And when talking about the chat and social media, we would like to see photos of you. Where are you? Or how are you drinking the beer? Where are you located? Please take pictures and send them to info@beertasting.club. We'd like to see them. You can also see some pictures of the evenings before on social media, for example, on Facebook. Go and check him out. We would like to see that.
So, question from the cloud.
Yeah.
James is asking what other types of propeller beers there are, and if they're all that strong, and if there's any available in the US.
As far as I know, there are 4 different propeller beers around at the moment, and they're all on the stronger side. There is an India Pale Ale, there is an Imperial Stout, and there is also, I think it's a Red Ale.
Okay, and this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're all stronger. That's right.
Yeah.
If they are all available in the US, I'm not sure, but perhaps Calais will work on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We will memorize this question and forward it to the Calais people to answer that. I think at the moment not all these beers are available, but I think they will work on that because the beers are really, really great.
Yeah, and even in the can, the quality is really stable. Also for the transport. So, as you mentioned, the Imperial Stout, that's a beer style. When you put it in the can, you can drive it around the world if you want to. It's not a perfect idea to do it with beer. Better is you drink it fresh. But Imperial Stout also develops nice also on a journey. Or for example, the story of IPA. Is also a story of traveling beer around the world. So why not? So why not?
Another question, Claudio?
Yes, there's a lot of questions going on. For example, what defines an Imperial Pils? So Stefan had heard the term Imperial, but not in association with Pils.
Mm-hmm. So the main the phrase Imperial. The main story is the Imperial Stout, and the Imperial Stout, the story behind is that's the stronger version of a stout beer. So in former times, the stout was the bock beer of importer, and the Imperial Stout was even stronger than the Bock Stout, and this was as a gift for a visit to Russia for the Katarina the Great, and this was the first or the only beer style in history which where there is a combination with the word imperial. But the craft beer movement took this word imperial and put it now for every other before every other beer style, and
for every other beer style when they try to make it stronger,
to make it stronger in alcohol and stronger in the characterism of this beer style.
Yeah.
So we have here, it's still a Pils beer, but it's more from everything. You have more aroma in your nose of the hops, and you have more alcohol. You have a little bit more bitterness, and so it's imperial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's not just about the alcohol. It's as we said before. It's more of everything.
And there are imperial porters, imperial red ales, imperial stouts, perhaps also imperial session IPAs. That's a little bit funny, but craft beer is funny.
Yeah.
So that's also good to have it.
Craft beer is funny, and beer should be fun anyway.
Yeah, so it is.
Oh, another question.
Yes. So Brian is asking if the area where that brewery is from, if Pils is the preferred beer style there.
Well, that's a good question. Pils is in general a very common beer style in Germany.
Yeah, nearly 60% is Pils. And especially this area is very famous for some Pils brands. They are not so strong as this version here, but if you take Warsteiner or Veltins or Krombacher, this is a big area now, but they are all together there. There is not a really big town there in this area. Perhaps the next bigger one is Siegen, but nobody knows Siegen here in Austria. Even
Not really.
There is also not a famous football team in Siegen. And if you go a little bit more into the south, you come to Koblenz. Yeah. And yeah, this is the area of Pils beer. It is. And but the special thing for the Bosch brewery, this is still traditional, a small, a familiar brewery. You have told it in the 11th generation. And all the other brands, they are big television brands, like we call it in German. And this is the real, we have seen it in the picture, the traditional way of working with the open fermentation. Yeah, that's really nice to see it in a film and nice to have it in the glass.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy it very much. Oh, and another one.
One more question.
Yeah.
So, what is the highest IBU Pils that you guys have ever experienced?
Have you an idea?
I have tasted during our education for the beer sommelier. We have to offer to our participants sometimes only crazy beers, so there is no sense behind this beer sometimes. And you can taste the bitterness. It depends a little bit on the balancing between the origin word and the IBUs which you have. So if you have a higher alcohol content, for example, you can't feel the IBUs as much as in a crisp beer.
Yeah.
But you could say that from 80 IBUs on, from 80, you can't taste the difference between 80 IBUs and 90 or 100. But you can make the calculation in your brewing recipe. If you want to do a 150 IBU beer, you can do it. You can put as much hops in it that you have calculated it to 150, but you can't taste the difference.
Yeah.
So it's only for money, to throw money out of the window.
Yeah, because hops is very expensive.
So my highest calculated beer, which I have tasted, was 1,000 IBUs.
Oh, really?
But I can't describe it as especially bitter or
Yeah.
more bitter than a beer which had 80 IBUs.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think our senses for taste are limited to some specific levels,
Yeah.
and if it goes up and up and up, and
There is no difference
yeah,
anymore.
you don't really taste the difference anymore.
You can write it on the label. That's funny.
Yeah.
And also the hop farmers, they love it because they live from
Yeah.
that. But it makes no sense in your recipe.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's basically for fun also. And when talking about fun, we really got some funny pictures. As I mentioned before, I think it gives us an impression where all the viewers are from and where they are drinking the beer and where they are with us. Oh, another question. Claudio.
Yes.
The bell is ringing all the time.
There is actually two questions. One is for me, and the question is from Glenn, why I have two beer glasses here. And yes, Glenn, the answer is one is for the right hand and the other one for the left hand.
So cheers, Claudio.
Wow.
Cheers.
Glenn, thank you for this special question, because all of us want to know how it will be in heaven. So
Yeah.
in heaven, we will have two beer glasses. That's a vision. Thank you, Claudio.
And there is one more question from Chris, and he asks, many in the US make IPL or Indian Pale Lager, essentially an overhopped lager or IPA made with lager yeast. Is this popular in Germany, Austria, or looked down upon?
Yeah, so this is one of them. This is also a bottom fermented, so it's an IPL if you call it like that.
If you would like to call it that way.
Yeah, there are some of them in Austria and in Germany, but not many.
No,
That's
not really.
More a special part of brewing to make an IPL, but there are some. Yeah,
Yep.
of course. And the reason behind that is that many Austrian and German breweries they have only one yeast strain. So if you have a second yeast strain in your brewery, it's
always a
complicated in
bit
some
difficult
cases.
and complicated to handle it.
Yeah, so it's easy to work only with one, but to make a difference in the beer styles, you could dry hop one of your beer styles, and then you have an pale lager, for example. That's easy to make in an Austrian or German brewery where there is no top fermenting yeast in the process. Yeah, that's perhaps one reason. But we can see that there are really interested beer drinkers in the chat, because these are really perfect questions depending on this beer.
Great questions, a really great community in the chat, and this reminds me to put today's prize question on. We got a question for you. And if you think you know the answer, call us. I think the phone number will be on screen, and it would be nice if we get a call from you guys.
So we need the question.
Yeah, the question. Well, I think we don't make it too easy, but also not too difficult. When was the Propeller Brewery founded?
Wow. Have we mentioned that?
I hope so.
We will see.
Otherwise, I could get into troubles. Well, let's see if anyone has an idea.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit more about the beer. We have the beer in the cans, like all the beers from the US breweries calendar. We usually know the
Bottle?
beers in the bottles. Oh, there's already.
The bell is ringing, but not
There's-
from Claudio.
No, it's not Claudio. Is it your phone or my phone?
No, I have no phone.
Oh,
here.
it's that one. Hello, this is Dominic from Live Beer Tasting.
Yeah, hello?
Hello, where is there? Who is there? Hello,
Pardon?
what's your name?
Yes, it's 11:30. Roland.
Roland. Hi, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Yeah. Hi. I'm from the suburbs of Chicago.
From Chicago. Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool. How's the weather like in Chicago?
Sunny and cold.
Sunny and cold. It's also cold in Salzburg, but not sunny anymore. It's already evening. May I ask again for the answer to the question?
1705.
1705.
That was the Bosch brewery.
That was the Bosch brewery, but I think that's perfect.
Oh,
We were
what was
actually.
the question was the turbo was in 2014.
We were talking about the Propeller brewery, which was, I think, Jens, 10 years ago. But I think your answer with the exact date of the Bosch brewery just made you the winner. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
Applause. So I think you will get a call back. So they can the people from Kalea can talk with you about the price with all the details and everything.
Great,
it's
thank you.
one of
I'm
the glass
enjoying this
sets.
advent calendar.
We also enjoy it, and we enjoyed talking to you. I think it's very cool to have this communication.
Yes. And thank you for the glasses, the beer glasses.
You're welcome. Well, enjoy the rest of the beer and the rest of the show, and happy Christmas.
Yeah, fröhliche Weihnachten.
Fröhliche Weihnachten. Great. Okay. See you. Bye. Wow, Chicago.
Cool.
I think it was my first call from Chicago.
Yeah, call. Yeah, mine too. But it was your call. I remember when I was the last time in Chicago. There were so many breweries there, but one I can remember it's the Haymarket Brewery.
Yeah.
You've been there too?
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
there are also nice hoppy beers there, and yeah, it's a good place to be because you can only stay in one town and have nearly I don't know how much breweries, nearly 100.
Perfect for a beer trip.
Yeah, perfect for a beer trip, and also nice bicycles.
Oh, well, that's always the best combination.
Yeah, it's the best
combination
See, Belgium.
Yeah.
Belgium beer, Belgium cycling.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, that's really nice. It was also great to get this call. It was a pleasure to have you here as a specialist, as a professional, especially when we get all these specific questions about beer, because you are training the beer sommeliers at the Kiesbier Academy in Obertum. You are also my teacher, and I'm looking forward to the next lessons I will take next year, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
And we don't have a sign to hang up on the wall of fame, but maybe you have an idea what we could do.
Take the can
That sounds great.
and we put it like a candlelight, a can
Yeah,
here on the wall, like this.
that's perfect.
Perfect. Oh, what's this?
Oh, maybe.
Do you know how to play?
Unfortunately, I don't know how to play the guitar.
That's surprising. There was no time of checking if it's. Sounds a little bit like chess. We have to fix it. Do you want to talk with the fade out with the music?
Well, that's especially because it's better than hearing me singing. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much, Jens. Thank you very much, Claudio. You did a great job. Cheers. Thanks, everyone. We hope you also enjoyed this evening with us, and hopefully you will enjoy the rest of the beers of your brewer's beer calendar. And Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.